What is the option for show the presentation in the conference?
I think it's the
Sorry?
Martin, is the
Yes.
did you see in the al lado del clip? Allá.
Presentar escritorio, moderar programas, moderar archivos de PowerPoint, coeditar Office, añadir datos adjuntos.
No, escritorio.
Presentar escritorio.
Sí.
Ok.
You can present a desktop or then you can present PowerPoint files. So you can do both, no?
Okay, do you see the presentation?
No.
Oh. Yes. Ah, I see.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello. I am going to talk about the chapter number 2025. The title of this chapter is Project Management. On completion of this chapter, you will be able to understand the purpose of project management. We analyze the key elements of project planning. We analyze how critical path analysis, or CPA, and network diagrams can be used to help with project management. We apply CPA to different projects, and we evaluate the usefulness of the technique. Okay, for start introducing the topic, this case is building a new bridge. The earnest construction company has just received its first major bridge building contract from a foreign government. This company, the company managers are very interested in this contract, and they have agreed on the exact size and specification of the bridge, the expected completion date, the value of the contract, and the price the government has agreed to pay for the completed bridge. Jimmy Chen has a team of managers to calculate the exact materials and equipment, and IT specialists are going to draw up a diagram for all the tasks of the project. After 6 months, the building project has started, and Jimmy has managers hope that this project is going to be a success. Okay, points to think about. The first question is, why is careful management of this project particularly important to this company? I think because the project is going to be a success, and they will have more contracts in the future. The second question is, why do you think a project team was created with their only task being the successful completion of the bridge? I think because it is a key contract, so Jimmy and the managers want to finish the bridge on time, using the best materials and with the budget given. The third question is, why would a diagram of activities be useful to Jimmy and his team? Because they are going to be organized, and everybody will know what is his task in his project. And the last question is, what problems might there be in making sure this diagram was as accurate as possible? I think it could be the climate, the workers, damaged equipment, and increase the cost on the estimate time. Okay. Project management. Project is a temporary.
I'm sorry,
Yes?
can you put the presentation in full screen?
Okay.
No. Check the last option, the one that is next to the that one. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Project is a temporary activity with a starting and ending date, clear goals, defined responsibilities, and budget, and project management to carry out and complete project using management techniques to achieve targets of quality, time, and costs. Okay, four basic elements of a project. The first is resource. For example, is the people, equipment, and materials needed. Other elements is the time. Each activity will need to be timed so that an overall project duration can be worked out. Other element is money. The project must be kept to budget and the expected profit from it should be aimed for. And the other element is scope. Scope is the overall size and scale of the project must be established and the specific objectives for its set. Key elements of project management. Setting clear objectives, manageable tasks and activities, controlling every stage, clear role of members, and providing controls over quality issues and rights. Failure to manage projects successfully can have serious consequences for any organization. For example, penalty payments having to be paid to the customers. Bad publicity, for example, in the construction industry. Lost future contracts. Bad use of resources, and customers are not satisfied. Okay, planning operations. Operations management involves resource, labor, buildings, machines, management time, and office space. Efficient companies aim to use resources intensively and avoid wasted time and idle assets. Okay. CPA or critical path analysis. CPA is network analysis indicate the shortest possible time in which a project can be completed. Network diagram used in critical path analysis that shows logical sequence of activities and the logical dependence between them. Critical path is the sequences of activities that must be completed on time for the whole project to be complete by the agreed date. In the next slide, I am going to talk about more of CPA. Okay, CPA steps. The first step is identify the objective of the project. The second step is put the tasks of the project in sequence and draw a network diagram. The third is add the durations of each of the activities. Other steps is identify CPA activities that must be finished on time. Another is use the network as a control tool when problems occur during the project. Okay, in this image we can see the diagram of, for example, remodeling a house. The first how can say etapa?
A pace.
Sorry?
Pace.
Okay,
Pace or a step.
Okay, the first step is framing, the second is roofing, and third is seeding, plumbing, electricity, painting, and finishing. Is an example of diagram of remodeling a house.
So these are the steps how you can build a graphic about the project, no?
Yes.
It depends about the project that you have. You divide the project in different activities, and those activities are gonna be made in graphic to develop the project.
Yes.
Right?
This part is of Sebastian. Okay. The second part is okay. You can see the presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay. Critical path analysis. Critical path analysis, or CPA, is a widely used project management tool that uses network analysis to help project managers to handle complex and time-sensitive operations. Many larger businesses get involved in projects that are complex and involve significant investment and risks. As the complexity and risk increases, it becomes even more necessary to identify the relationships between the activities involved and to work out the most efficient way of completing the project. Okay, the essential technique for using CPA is to construct a model of the project that includes the following: a list of all activities required to complete the project, the time or duration that each activity will take to completion, and the dependencies between the activity. Using this information, CPAs calculate the longest path of planned activities to the end of the project, and the earliest and latest that each activity can start and finish without making the project longer. This process determines which activities are critical, i.e. on the longest path, and which have a total float, i.e. can be delayed without making the project longer. In project management, a critical path is the sequence of project activities which add up to the longest overall duration. The critical path determines the shortest time possible to complete the project. Any delay of an activity on the critical path directly impacts the planned project completion date. Okay, illustration of CPA, or critical path analysis. in this image, we can see the illustration of CPR. For example, the component and description. Node is a circle that represents a point in time where an activity is started or finished. The node or circle is split into 3 sections. The left half of the circle is the unique node activity number. The network diagram draws these in order. The top right section shows the earliest start time, or IST, that an activity can commence based on the completion of the previous activity. The bottom right section shows the latest finish time by which the previous activity must be completed. An activity is something that takes time. An activity is shown on the network as a line linking the nodes. A description of the activity or a letter representing the activity is usually shown above the relevant line. And duration is the length of time it takes to complete an activity, shown as a number of the relevant units. For example, hours or days or weeks or months under the activity line.
Is it clear, Gabby?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. In this slide, I explained with an example a network diagram. For example, a task A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The activity, for example, in task A, conduct customer research, and B, design product concept, C, design and test product prototype. D, develop and test production tooling. E, notify suppliers of requirements. F, commands production, and G, conduct launch production. Order, for example, starting activity, and B in task B begin when task A is complete. And duration, for example, in months, in the task A is 2, in the task B is 4. In this example, explain how the critical path for a project is determined. The main components of a network analysis are summarized below.
Yeah, this is a linear diagram, no? Because most of the times you have different options and it's not linear, as we have some examples in the book where the critical time, or you can start another activity when B and C are finished, so you can put together some diagrams and the diagram is going to be different and not linear, no? But this is a good example to understand. For example, what's the time that the project is going to be completed?
Yes. It's a basic example. For understand what is the CPA, or network diagram. Okay. Okay. For example, the IST or early start time for task B is 2 months. The time taken to conduct market research, the task A. To calculate the IST for task C, we add the 2 months for task A to the 4 months for designing the product concept of task B. Is equal 6 months. In this example, we will consider the following series of activities in a business planning to launch a new product.
Okay.
Laid out in the correct sequence of activities, the network diagram will look this. For example, in the second part, the latest finish time show the latest time an activity must be completed by to avoid and delay to the project. Latest finish time are calculated by looking right to left on the network diagram. Okay, free float is the length of time an activity can be delayed without delaying the start of the following activities. This is calculated by the formula is free float equal IST AST next activity. How to say menos?
Minus.
Sorry?
Minus.
Okay, minus duration and minus IST this activity. And total float is the amount of time an activity can be delayed without delaying the whole project duration. This is calculated by the formula total float is equal LT minus duration and minus IST.
Okay. What is the meaning of float?
Okay. Sorry?
What is the meaning of float? You say free float and total float. What is that?
Float is, for example, in Spanish is holgura.
Okay. In English, what is the meaning?
Float for example,
In this example, knowing administration, what is the meaning of float? When you take in consideration about the projects, and you have the time, and you have the final time that you have to accomplish in the project. So float, what is the meaning of float?
float maybe is error.
Maybe it's the time that that can you do the project to delay.
Yes, it's the time between a process, no? If you have one activity and another activity, what's the float? Is the time that you have between those activities.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Gabi? Yes, Martin?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So that's the float, no? The time that you have between activities, so you can have that float to do an activity or the time.
Okay, in this slide, explain I explained the with an example for for understand.
Okay.
Take task C as an example. The latest finish time of C is 10. The duration of take C is 2, and the IST of C is 6, and therefore a total float for task C is equal 10 minus 2 minus 6 is equal 2.
Okay.
The total flow in this example, the total flow for take C in this example is 2.
Okay, good.
Take task B as an example. The IST of the next activity after B is 6. The duration of B of takes B is 4, and the IST at the start of B is 0, and therefore a free float for B is 2.
Okay, good.
Okay, evaluating CPA. What is the advantage of CPA? Most importantly, helps reduce the risk and cost of complex projects. Encourage a careful assessment of the requirement of each activity in a project. Help spot which activities have some slack or float, and could therefore transfer some resources. Better allocation of resources. A decision-making tool and a planning tool is all-in-one. This tool is all-in-one. Provides managers with a useful overview of a complex project. Okay, disadvantage of CPA. The reliability of CPA largely based on accurate estimates and assumptions made. CPA does not guarantee the success of a project. That still needs to be managed properly. Resource may not actually be as flexible as management hub when they come to address the network float. And too many activities made the network diagram too complicated. Activities might themselves have to be broken down into mini projects. Okay, conclusion. CPA or network analysis is a planning and control technique to assist with project management. It cannot guarantee a successful project by itself, and as with any plan, requires skilled and motivated staff to put it into effect. Okay.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay, Gabby, any questions?
No.
Is everything clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can take an evaluation and you'll be ready to have 10 over 10.
Okay.
All right. Well, something that I just want to reinforce is that this part of the project management is a very important part when you are working in the administration field, no? especially when you are design or company decided for you to be the one that you have to execute all the projects in the company. This part is really important because you have to measure the time to give the according to the activities that you have to a specific project. You have to decide the time and especially the resources that you need to accomplish a project. So this part is very important. I will consider that you review at the end of the unit. You have the revision case study number 2 and the activity 25.4. Both of these are really important examples about how do you have to manage projects, no? And the same thing about the revision case study number 1. In the revision case study number 1, you have the activity, the description, and the duration, and then you have to create the diagram. All right? It's your decision to choose between the case study number 1 or case study number 2. Which one is going to be the case study that you want to develop for this class, no? Any other questions about this part?
No.
No questions?
Clear.
For you, Martin, did you have any problem when you were completing the task?
No, I want a question. What is the evaluation for this chapter?
The evaluation for this chapter is going to be the evaluation that I'm going to upload in the virtual classroom, no? So you can do the evaluation of the unit number 25.
Okay.
Okay, only Gabi.
Yes, only Gabi. Gabi has to
Me
make it.
and me upload the presentation in the
You have
virtual
to
classroom.
yeah, you have to upload the presentation and you have to resolve the case study.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to leave the case study open only until tonight, and the same thing
Okay.
about the evaluation.
Until when?
Tonight.
Tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have 2 hours to complete. In your case, Gabby, the evaluation and the case study, and in your case, Martin, you have to complete the case study for
The
tonight.
case study now. Okay.
All right. So we have 2
I
hours.
can choose the case study number 1 or number 2.
Yes, you can choose the case study number 1 or the case study number 2.
Okay.
The same for you, Gavi, and the evaluation is very simple. No, you know you have 10 or 15 questions that you have to resolve, and that'll be it.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea to do that is because we still have time to work, but the ideally part is that you can continue working in your quiz and in the evaluation and in the case study. All right.
Okay.
So the platform is gonna be open tonight until 10 o'clock. So please make sure that you put all the information in the virtual classroom. If you have any problems with timing or working in the exercises or something, just let me know. You can send me a text message or something and I can change the time anytime. So just make sure that you can accomplish all the activities until 10 o'clock tonight. All right? Okay, guys. So continue working in those projects. I will change right now the time in the virtual classroom. Just give me 5 minutes to put all the guidance and the ideas and the specifications in the virtual classroom, so you can continue working on that.
Okay.
Okay. So Gabi and Martin, thank you very much. And another thing, no, next week I took 4 days of vacation because I need to work in a project that I'm working right now. So next Tuesday and next Wednesday, we are not going to have classes. But the presentation that we have for Tuesday and the presentation that we have for Wednesday, we will do it next Tuesday. All right? So if we don't have classes Monday 15, Tuesday 15 and Wednesday 16, we will have the presentations of the 15 and the 16 or the 22nd.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Charlotte and Clara and Gabby and Claudia, you have to present the 22nd.
Okay, the 20 seconds.
The 22nd,
so
please.
In 20 seconds, we have 2 presentations.
Yes, we will have 2 presentations the 22nd.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Great. All right, so if you have any questions, you feel free to chat in the WhatsApp message, so you can ask me any questions, but if not, I will see you the 22nd.
Okay. It's online or?
It's online. It's online. I'll be in Guayaquil, so it's online.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much, Martin, for your presentation. Thank you, Gabby, for attending to the class, and continue working in the case study and the evaluation. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye, guys. See you next.
Bye, Daniel.
See you in 2
Have
weeks.
a good night.
You have a good night too.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.